Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it's a slightly whingy video. It's quite rarely I see something in the news that really gets you really wound up. And unfortunately the other day was one of those days, so I had to share this with you. It is kind of a perfect example amongst many others why our country, why UK is going to shit. If you follow the news, you might have heard that we are apparently approved 680 million loan to Turkey to build a high-speed railway. 680 million. Yes, apparently it's meant to be a loan, and yes, apparently they're meant to be paying us back. However, I doubt this is going to be happening. Just think about this for the minute. 680 million. We'll have people in the country that can't afford to eat or heat their homes. The theft in the supermarkets, or food theft in the supermarkets, is up by 23%. 23%. So that means there's that many more people at the moment cannot afford to eat and cannot afford to heat their homes, cannot afford to buy clothing for their children. Many things people can't afford. And what support really do they get? Not very much. I know, yes, there are specific payments to some people on the lower incomes. However, it's still not enough to be able to help people or even other people amongst the really hard times. 680 million. This is absolutely ridiculous. Second of all, the second example, which you may have heard or might not have heard, because obviously I live in Wales, and this is kind of hits home a little bit. The Welsh government are now introducing 20-mile-an-hour speed limits, okay? 20 mile an hour, where it used to be 30 miles an hour. That includes 35% of the roads by length. This is a huge amount of roads, okay? This is going to be costing economy £32 million. 32 million just to change the signs, and this is going to be happening in the first year after the introduction, which is going to be the 17th of September. So they're predicting 32 million is going to be costing to have all the signs changed, everything else repainted, blah, and then they're predicting another 4 billion loss over the next 30 years. 4 billion. I'm not quite really figuring how they're predicting so much loss after they already invested 30 million after changing everything. However, this is the figures, okay? They're also predicting that it's going to save the NHS and police 1.2 billion. So that means we're still about 3 billion short and will be in minus. So just think about this for the minute, okay? This is absolutely stupid. There have been many petitions, there's many people been discussing this, even against the fact that majority of the people are against the 20-mile limits. They are introducing them this September. I believe it's going to be 17th of September, okay? Give you an example as well. We live in a 20-mile-an-hour road. We have a big 20-mile-an-hour sign in front of our house. This has now been painted over. They painted this over, and they're going to put the little one of those standing signs, whether it be digital or not, I don't know. The point, like when this happened, right, it makes you question, okay? You're spending money, you want to put the sign. I understand in some areas, if the area was a 30-mile-an-hour, you want to paint it over and you say it's going to be 20-mile-an-hour. But if the road is already 20 miles an hour, do we really need to cover this up on the road and then put another sign next to it saying 20 miles an hour? No, we don't. It's absolute waste of money. It's 20 miles an hour. This road was 20 miles an hour. It still stays 20 miles an hour. Why cover this up just to put another sign there? If you want to put another sign there, put another sign there, but we don't need to cover something that's already there, indicating the speed limit on the road. So this is, again, guys, this is a second example, okay? And there are many others. I'm sure you know whatever we do as a country, where we spend money, where we technically shouldn't be spending money, or investing money where we shouldn't be investing money, okay? But this is the things that made us really cross. Stupid amount of money. So when you sit there and you can't afford the food, or you can't afford to heat your house, just you bear in mind that somebody in Turkey can get from point A to point B really fast thanks to you. You can see how I'm getting really angry and really frustrated. The thing is that made me wonder as well. Not wonder, but actually it's kind of highlighted the whole severity of the situation, how unhappy people are. We have a Wales Online, which is the news publisher. They're doing, obviously, articles. And I've seen an article of them actually also expressing their concerns and say, what the hell are we doing as a Welsh government, investing money into changing the signs where we actually don't even have a decent infrastructure for for the things like we live in the villages, but we have really bad bus services. It's nigh on impossible. If you think you want to try to get like from here to London, it's nothing straightforward. And for them to express their concerns and actually do the whole article saying that, it's kind of a little bit amusing, considering Wales Online, if you know what they are, they're kind of a little bit like, not say a little like BBC, but they're one of those establishments. I can call them establishment. They actually genuinely would discuss and publish in articles that how there's a debate going on, how often should you change your bed sheets, or how often people change their pajamas. This is kind of things they normally debate, which are kind of laughable and not really acceptable as a news. However, even they picked up on the fact that our government are literally blowing money on stupid things. So anyway, my winch is coming to an end, guys, okay? I just find this absolutely ridiculous. As I mentioned, the next time you're sitting there, you can't afford to eat, you just bear this in mind and something in Turkey can really have a good trip somewhere really fast. Great, isn't it? How does it make you feel that our government are spending money somewhere else where they really don't need to, rather than actually helping our own people? And I mention this time and time again, the government just doesn't give a shit. They don't seem to give a shit about people that live in this country, but they seem to care more about people in the different countries. And this is really sad. And this is why I think why UK is literally going down a crapper, because of those stupid choices. I don't know why we don't have an option where the taxpayers' money go. Who would, out of all the people, guys, you please comment below if you think there's a good idea for us to support a 680 million to build a Turkish railway. Please comment below. I would like to know the percentage of people that actually maybe think it's a good idea. It's maybe if we have no debt as a country and we swim and everybody's happy, living happily after, absolutely fine. If you want to invest their money, do. Please support other countries. But when your own country is on the brink of collapse, then let's not think about other countries. Let's think about our own people and our own country. So there we go, guys. I'm going to leave you with that thought. My rant is over. You can see the blood pressure is boiling up. So I'm going to just now chill. Anyway, thank you for watching. But please comment below what you guys think about this whole thingy about 20-mile-an-hour zones and obviously the Turkey railway. So anyway, yes, again, thanks again, guys. I see you soon. Bye-bye.